Live.
Go on then.
I should switch off the TV, shouldn't I? Right, hello everybody. We are live in Knitting Across the Pennines. I'm Loraine and this is Emma.
Good
How are you
evening.
today?
Oh, who's had their flu jabs like us? It's the flu jab week, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it is flu jab week for me. My parents are going next week for theirs. So,
Have you got a beverage? Did I just see something?
I've got half a can of Tropical Blast Zero Sugar, which is Aldi's version of Lilt.
Pineapple and grapefruit.
Yeah,
Milk.
that's the one. And I've got a hot chocolate. Now, this is in a special mug. This is a winner's mug.
Oh, let's have a look.
So it's got a picture of Urswick Town on it.
All right, yeah.
And I won that at the village quiz. So whenever Jake takes it, I'll say, you weren't on our team. You can't use the winner's mug.
Only winners can drink out of the winner mug.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
But we haven't been in absolute ages, not least because there haven't been any this year. But Mike fell out with them.
What happened?
There were two questions. One was about quinoa. And you know my feelings about quinoa. It's so it's on backside. It's just pompous. I mean, a name like that. But they were arguing that it was a grain. And yes, it's sold as a grain.
Okay.
But genetically, it's actually a fruit.
Okay.
And they wouldn't accept that answer. They'd obviously just looked at it in the supermarket, seen it as a grain. And he said, but you're right. He said, I've checked it and you're right. And I said, it doesn't matter. It's a village quiz to raise money for local causes. Just leave it. But no. And then we went again and they asked another question. And again, they gave the wrong answer. But it was something anybody could have found. And it was about the song White Christmas.
All right.
Which film did it first appear in?
It was in, hang on, Holiday Inn.
Now, there are two films that it's in.
Holiday Inn, then White Christmas.
Yes, and one's the black and white one, which is Holiday Inn. And then it's in the White Christmas one with Danny Kaye and all of the glorious Technicolor and all of that. Yet again, wouldn't accept it. And he said, that's it, we're not going again. So it's a village quiz. And he prides himself on being something of an expert. Have you got an expert at home, ladies? Have you got someone who's the barroom lawyer on a particular topic? Because Mike's is Napoleon.
Well, my dad...
Very, very telling.
My dad says an expert, an X is a has-been and a spurt is a gush of water.
I like that. Definitely like that. But yeah, he's read up extensively on Napoleon, and if there's any documentaries, films, anything else Napoleon, we've got to sit through it. And I like history, I don't mind, I'm quite happy to watch it. But they asked what was the name of Napoleon's horse. And I just looked at him and went, over to you, sunshine.
Yeah.
I can remember it. About 5 minutes before the end of the quiz, I remembered, and it was called Marengo, just for anyone who really needs to know that little... No, not merengue, Marengo.
Oh, what's the difference? What's a Marengo?
That's the name of Napoleon's horse, and merengue is a dance.
Oh, okay then.
So, anyway, he's just got a total hissy fit about this quiz now, that they're out to get him and trip him up, and Sonia doesn't like him. I think that perhaps the problem with our quiz is Sonia maybe likes him a bit much. She's always cuddling him and he's never quite sure what to do with himself.
Trying not to show favouritism in his answers.
So Yvonne's in the house. Hi Yvonne, how are you? Have you got a beverage? What are you drinking?
She's normally on tea. I'm on tea. Just normal tea. I was actually going to get an adult beverage tonight. And then I decided, nah.
I debated about having that mint and lime, or was it mint and lemon drink, or whatever it was that
mint
I got.
And lime to make a mojito.
Yeah, I was thinking about chucking a bit of gin or something in that.
Yeah, and then just went with the hot chocolate. I tell you what, it's the cold weather that's what put me off. I thought, I don't want a cold drink, I want a hot drink. And then, you know, short of an Irish coffee, there's not really much alcoholic drinks that are served warm, really, I suppose.
Sake.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
I like sake.
I do, I love it. We used to go to a nice restaurant when I lived in Portsmouth that served it. You'd get it as like an aperitif, and then you could obviously order some as well, but they gave you one little aperitif when you turned up for free.
Oh, okay.
Gorgeous.
I absolutely love the stuff, but I can never feel my teeth after a bottle of it.
It is nice. I do like it.
All right. Is that
as well?
So Yvonne's on peppermint tea again, needs to avoid caffeine at the moment. Yeah, I've tried to reduce mine quite a bit. I only have one coffee a day. And then I'm trying to drink one fruit tea for every regular tea.
Can you see my young man? He's looking at you.
Oh, he's posing as well. He's doing his sort of boudoir pose. He's Brigitte Bardot, bit of a baby.
Yeah, it's his way of trying to get food or attention.
Well, I'm sure it works for him, generally
Not
speaking.
Right now.
Well, Yvonne's never tried sake.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an unusual taste.
I like it. I like it.
It's a rice wine, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's slightly sweet, but not. It's got kind of a almost sweet but balanced flavour, and it's quite rich.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of it.
And it's really lovely warm.
Mm. They serve it in those little china cup things, don't they?
Mm.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not something I would have in the house and just think, oh, I'll have some of that while I'm watching a movie.
No.
But if I was going out for a meal and they had sake on the menu, I would have that most definitely. As a little treat.
Definitely a little treat. You don't want too much.
So how's your cardigan coming on, Emma?
It's coming on very, 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 very slowly. I did one sleeve. I think, was I knitting the first one last Thursday?
Yes.
It got to the weekend, and I remembered after I'd done quite a bit and started to do the taper that my mum had actually requested a short sleeve. Yeah. So I had to rip.
That sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. So we've got one. I don't know if you can you see that?
Let me just swap screen because I was just on Facebook. All right, yeah.
Yeah, so my saddle bit's there.
Mm-hmm.
There's the saddle bit, and it goes in, and you do the short rows, and that's that side. And then this one, I've done all my short rows, and I've literally got like about 1/4 of an inch left, and then I'm going to do the ribbing. And then it will just be the bands up the front around the neck.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got that much yarn.
Very good.
Great deal. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. Might have to find another one.
I think you'll have to get another one for the bands.
I think so. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I finished my cowl. Where's the yarn? That's the leftover yarn from a 100-gram ball.
Still quite a bit there then, isn't there?
34 grams.
That's not bad at all.
That's pretty good. That's the finished cowl.
That's gorgeous.
I'm very pleased with it.
And you've got it up and testing at the minute.
I have, yeah. I've had loads of people sign up today, so that's always really nice. Let me just see if I can fit this over my headset thing without killing the microphone or anything.
Don't cut yourself off. Oh,
no.
Oh. I love it.
It got off in my mouth. I mean, that was an achievement in itself.
It's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's the style.
It's gorgeous.
For shopping.
Yeah. Well, they just say face covering. They don't say, you know.
Well, no, they don't specify, and I think that's quite good because it doesn't put people under pressure.
Exactly.
And I've sort of folded it down at the top there, and I'm really pleased with it. But yeah, 66 grams.
I think that's really good.
DK yarn.
So it's really affordable.
Well, yeah, given that was $2.99 a ball.
But even if you went for something a lot more expensive, it's still an affordable knit, isn't it?
Absolutely. And that was the thing in mind, that I wanted you to be able to make it with a skein of, say, Malabrigo Rios or something like that, where possible. I have done, that's about 20 inches by 11.
Okay.
I'm going to sneeze.
Go on.
Excuse me.
So what other sizes are you doing the pattern in?
25 circumference and 30.
Okay.
Because, like said, my friend Jackie, I doubt she'll have a chance to actually knit anything, and she's kind of lost her knitting mojo. So an acre of cables is probably not going to be her dream project at the very moment. But I was thinking then that extra sort of 2.5 inches when it's laid flat, it will be just enough to not be tight round the neck. She doesn't like anything close fitting on the neck, whereas I do. So for me, and it's not hat close.
Yeah, I like.
There's room enough.
Like cowls and scarves and stuff are fine close up on the neck because I can take them off. I don't like jumpers up there because then I start to feel like I want to claw it off, because you're kind of stuck in it, aren't you? If you're out and about in a jumper with nothing underneath, you're stuck. So,
and this isn't really my colour.
No, that's not your colour. That's like a periwinkle, isn't it?
Can you see the wee sequins?
You can see those sparklies.
Yeah, it's a very fine DK. I think it's called Aria. I think it might be a Brett yarn. This is some stuff that Jackie gave me.
Right.
And it's absolutely her colour. So I thought, well, I'll cast on for one in that colour, and then I've got a warm and a cool for photographs. That was my thinking.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
and that's the thing with smaller projects, you can make more than one sample, can't you? Even though I'm going to.
Well, yeah, you've got the time, haven't you? I mean, with sweaters, you'll have to make one for yourself, obviously.
Yeah. So I've got my mum's one. I'm debating whether I want to go for my tweedy grey colour for me, or if I want to go for a blue. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, that's good. Yvonne's saying that it's very nice and it's a great colour. Thank you. I absolutely love it. It's
perfect.
Yeah.
It's the same colour that you used for your campsite cardi.
It is, and that's next to me in case I get cold.
Well, no, the weather the way it is at the minute, you just can't tell, can you?
No, you can't.
I was frozen yesterday.
I was glad of my Vera sweater this week. I would have worn it tonight. However, I managed to spill gravy from my dinner down it last night, so it needs to go in the wash.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
How could anybody miss this mouth?
Well, obviously it's very small mouth.
Well, clearly not. Generally, just open it to swap feet.
Yeah. So how's everyone's week been? Busy?
Yeah, has everyone been busy with work, or has anybody had any time off or a bit of a break?
Work's been busy for me. Lots of, online sessions that the poor kids can't get hooked up on, and
the usual tech stuff.
Yeah, because we're trying to keep them in college a little bit less than normal. Callum started uni this week.
Right.
He's had online lectures Tuesday, Wednesday and today, and then he has to go in on campus at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Can you imagine? That's a really great time to put a lecture for students, isn't it? How many do you think will turn up?
That's pig ignorant.
3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. I mean, the rest of the week, 3 o'clock's quite a sensible time, I think. Give them a chance to wake up and,
Yeah, but not on a Friday when the pubs are open.
not on a Friday. Although, however, he is at Teesside Uni, which is in the centre of Middlesbrough, which, as we know from the news today,
lockdown central.
Yeah, I mean, we don't live in where we live isn't part of the restrictions. We're outside of the area, but we, you know, Callum's at uni there, and I go to work there. So
I was laughing with my brother because his holiday, he was going to a Greek island. Please don't ask me which one, because I wasn't paying enough attention to store it somewhere in the spaghetti that is my brain.
Which
and I can't remember. I don't know. It was Greek. It was a Greek island, and they go every year, because they love the scuba diving and stuff. That's one of their fun things that they like to do.
Yeah.
So that got cancelled. So he had a few days over at Whitby.
Oh, near me, yeah.
Yeah. Where else did they go? I think maybe over like Bamburgh or somewhere like that, somewhere Northumberlandy.
Yeah.
And then across to Blackpool.
Ooh.
And one by one, all of these places they've been to has been locked down.
Were they trying to tell them something?
Yeah, so I'm really sorry about sending my brother on a UK holiday. I apologise about that, and the fact that you all seem to have been locked down the second he left. I mean, I don't know what to say.
It'll be in the news next, won't it? It'll be man from Cumbria goes on a super spreader holiday across the UK.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they're both tested every week, because she works for Tesco's and he works for the shipyard. But
that's nice.
he was mushing about how they were supposed to be away a fortnight. So after a week away, Joanne went back to work.
So she had enough of him, did she?
Well, that's what I said. I said, I'd probably go back at work rather than stop at home with you.
Oh,
and he says she's got about 7 or 8 weeks of holidays. She's going to lose them if she's not careful.
Do they pay them for it?
I think it's a case of she's only got so long to use them.
Right, but like if you can't physically take them, will they just give her the money, or she just completely lose it?
She'll completely lose it. You know, Tesco's are like the absolute grabbers.
That's really unfair, especially the way that you know things are at the moment. They were probably wanting people to work because you know colleagues are off sick and stuff.
She was working ridiculous hours. She's barely had a day off since the pandemic started.
Well, then if they take that holiday offer, that's really unfair in my opinion. But
if they take that holiday offer, then I'm afraid I'll be wading in and making their lives an absolute misery. But there you are.
Tell me and I'll tweet about it.
Well, that's the way to get their attention.
Twitter is the only way you can get the attention of a company that's not playing right.
Facebook can be quite good, but I think Twitter is more immediate, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was going to ask Yvonne.
Oh.
I know you've released a pattern for some socks this week.
Oh, I saw those.
Really cute lacy red socks. Would you like to share a link in the chat, please? So that I can share those and let everybody see them. I know we're going to be talking about cowls in a little bit, but it's a nice way to be able to sneak it in.
Yeah.
So
sneak it.
She might be getting a slurp of tea,
or
mid-row on a piece of lace or something important, you know.
So, well, while she's doing that, shall I just get me tits out?
Yeah, whip them out.
There you go. Look, breast cancer awareness. So I thought I'd wear my favourite t-shirt, and in honour of my favourite t-shirt and breast cancer awareness, I have written a song.
I am absolutely certain that that's going to be fabulous.
So, you know, like on Sunday when it was Helen's birthday.
Oh, yeah, and you sang Happy Birthday for her.
And I really enjoyed it. And I know you said to me that you'd had loads of PMs saying that I did a really good job.
Oh, yeah. Lots and lots of messages.
You told me.
Everyone saying how beautiful Emma's singing was after the live on Sunday.
So that made me get really excited. So now I've composed. Well, I've actually composed an outro song for Knitting Across the Pennines.
Marvellous.
And I'll sing it every night because, you know, like you get a little bit of uniformity going. So I'll sing my outro song. And it is, you know, a core. But I thought what I could do is every now and again add a special verse, depending on, you know, maybe what we've looked at or something special going on. So tonight I've written a verse about breast cancer awareness and knitting across the Pennines and getting your tits out. And I bet you can't wait.
Can you perhaps sneak us a little line of that in anticipation of this magnificent opus?
My favourite line is, even though you might feel like a tit, it's important to feel your tit.
Well, obviously for the lumpy doodles, and as you all know, I've got a tubular lump in one breast, but it's not tubular cancer. It's a line of little cysts. They don't feel so little, but they tell me that they are.
But if you hadn't have been having a good old, you know.
But it was one of those where I was laid flat in bed and doing the kind of, as you do, lump checking, and thought, hang on a minute, what's going on here? That's a new lump-de-doo. And for anybody that gets or has had COVID, be aware that you can have sort of very quick lumps, almost crystalline lumps appear while you've got COVID, and that disappear soon afterwards. But obviously they won't see you while you've got COVID. So just be aware of what's going on and what are your regular lumpy bits, because I've got dense breasts.
Right, okay.
I'm assuming it wasn't an insult and they didn't think they were stupid, and they just mean that there's a lot of tissue in there. They still feel like empty crisp packets compared to how big they were when I was pregnant with Jake all those years ago. But,
well, you know.
But, you know. Right, I'm going to check the comments just to see if Yvonne's kindly shared that.
He has, because, you know, we'll come back to the tits later.
Yeah, marvellous. We love our tits.
We do. Nobody else loves them, so we've got to.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was quite lucky. At least the consultant got a feel this year. Somebody's touched them.
Somebody's appreciated
them. So here we are. Here's Yvonne's breathing fire socks.
I love the shoes.
They're brilliant shoes. Are they Doc Martens?
If they're not, they're Martens, aren't they?
Yeah, Yvonne loves their Docs.
They are gorgeous. Oh, those are nice colour as well.
Are they yours, Emma?
Well, you know, I think they should be.
Yeah, very, very pretty lace.
They are. They're very pretty. Very well named.
Well, yeah, with all your dragons and whatnot. And to fit with the other patterns and things that are going on. I think that's great. Great job.
Oh, Rita's in the house.
Hey, Rita, how you doing? Oh, they're Dr. Martin's kids. I had a feeling they might be children's because Yvonne's only about a size 36.
What's that?
The shoes.
Yeah, what size is that?
It's about a 3.
Oh, perfect. I wish I could wear a 3.
She's the same size as my mum.
Oh, yeah, your mum's definitely got dainty ones.
Yeah, little teeny feet. But you don't pay VAT on them, on kids' shoes.
You don't pay VAT on kids' shoes or clothes or anything, do you?
All right, you'll have to get your boxing gloves out, Emma, because Raina Lynn made the blue socks.
Right.
So, yeah, good luck with that.
Right. name a time and place, and I'm there.
Oh, bless.
Not really. I'll let her have her own socks because it is nearly Christmas. Because I'm nice.
Well, and it's quite a bit of knitting.
It is quite a bit of knitting. Do you know what I love socks about? I do love knitting them. It's something therapeutic.
So it's light fingering or 3-ply, 2.5mm needles. See, I'm itching at the thought of a 2.5mm needle, but I love the fabric that it gives.
Yeah, but you are the garment knitter of the house, really, aren't you? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I am. Absolutely. Yeah. garments for sure.
Garments for sure.
Yeah, very much so.
Oh, excellent. So what else has everyone been up to?
Rita, did you ever get a chance to do the lining for your bag, your beautiful bag?
Oh, yeah, we haven't had an update about that.
Yeah, I keep meaning to ask, and then always forget myself.
Would love an update on the bag. So, has everyone got a whip?
Yeah, what are you working on? I'll just cast these cowls.
I did see a thread in the after party pop up today, being the 1st of October. The finish along and gal prep.
Yes, yeah, Andy was in touch this morning, and all the dates are sorted out now, but they're not being announced yet, so I won't be saying anything.
No. I thought it would be good to talk about getting our whips out.
Yeah, so Yvonne's trying to finish her shawl so she can get back to the test knit for Nori-chan Knits. Remember we had a look at that pattern the other week. That was really pretty. Rita, I was afraid you're going to ask about the bag. I haven't done the lining yet. It's okay, Rita. No one's going to tell.
Well, you know, actually, I do have to tell you something disappointing today.
What?
Michelle has a prior digital commitment.
Oh, how? I'm sorry. Computer says no.
I know. This is what I said to her. So it's Thursday night. Has anybody given you an excuse? No. I mean, there's no reason not to be here. She is on Zoom doing a candle party.
Okay.
I just think that if she...
How would you do a candle party on Zoom?
I don't know. I'd like to know.
Because it's not like you can do the scents. And Yvonne won't want that because she's allergic to a lot of sort of commercial scents. So that...
Yeah, but a Zoom party...
A Zoom one will be okay. But then, you know, people have this thing of saying, oh, no, it's not scented. And then it arrives. And my God, is it scented?
Yeah.
And if you're sensitive, it's just not nice.
It's not good.
We did get some sad news that the Chandler's Cafe at what used to be Colony Candles and is now the Yankee Candle Company.
Oh, yeah.
It started down the road from us.
Yeah.
Gosh, decades ago. They've closed their Chandler's Cafe because they just can't keep going. The Wax Lyrical, which is the outlet store for the candles and the scents and all of those things, is still open.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yvonne says she definitely prefer that over Zoom because of the scent. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think it would probably be easier to say that you don't want to buy anything over Zoom as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my connection just got lost.
Yeah.
Just when I was about to decide what to buy.
Yeah, sorry about that. Breaking up.
You are? Hey? So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't give her permission to be absent tonight, and I am the attendance officer.
Wow. I'm afraid it's a black mark, not getting permission. Oh, there's a daddy long legs on my living room ceiling.
Right, now what do you call a daddy long legs?
Ginny.
No. Do you call it like the spider a daddy long legs, or do you call the flying one a daddy long legs?
It's the flying one.
No, see, that's a crane fly. No, daddy long legs are just spiders.
Well, it's going to be dead soon.
Is this another case of your English is not my English?
Probably. I mean, it's waffing around, and I do know there are cobwebs up there because it's heading towards the end of the room where they are allowed to.
Oh, is that where you keep your pet one?
Build their webby bit. Yeah, Boris lives over there. So Boris will get it.
Yeah.
Or Borisa. I don't know whether it's male or female, to be honest. I suppose if there's a tiny male with his head bitten off, then that'll give me a clue. Yeah. Oh, Rita, I am working on a comfort shawl that will be donated, the rectangular version of the Syringia shawl by Lena Fedotova. and she's about halfway done. So
wow, I can actually see a picture of that.
Yeah, let me open that up. And where's the sherry thing, Emma? Where's the sherry?
On the left, to the left.
On the bobby thing. Is that it? Can you see it now?
I can see that. It's gorgeous.
That's really pretty.
That is lovely. I think crochet is so clever.
That really is nice. That's a beauty.
Yeah. Well done. See, Yvonne says it's a spider as well.
She says it's not a spider technically. I don't know. I just know they creep me out.
They're horrible, aren't they?
And if it stays up there and out of my way, it'll be fine.
And it'll probably be eaten soon, like you say.
Well, if it lands on the floor, it'll be eaten by Labradors.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, they'll eat it. So we're ready to have a look at some cowls.
What, like Simon?
No, not that kind of cowl.
Oh.
Have you seen anything in the news as to how he's recovering?
Apparently, according to Amanda Holden, he's doing all right.
Oh, that's good.
Working from home.
Very sad for Nicholas Lyndhurst today.
Oh, do you know, it's devastating.
To lose a 19-year-old. Good grief.
All it says is that he died at home after a short illness and his death is being treated as unexplained but not suspicious.
Oh.
He looks like his dad as well. Did you see a picture of him?
I did. I think he was a good mix of his mum and dad. I think he's better looking than his father.
Yeah, bless him.
His mum's a very attractive woman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can't imagine what they're going through right now. Just
losing a child like that.
Just can't. Right, I'm going to...
Have you got a bundle?
What I did was go into my favourites and just pull out all the cowls using the Ravelry Advanced Search. So...
Whoop, whoop.
So can you see that?
I certainly can.
So there's this nice multicoloured one.
Yeah.
All sludgy colours, which, you know, Petra Breakstone, that's actually free at the moment. She just says, please give it a like.
Oh.
It's called Upside Down.
It's nice, I like it.
Trees or something like that.
Oh, is that because they look like trees, but when you wear it, they're upside down?
Yeah.
I'm clever, aren't I?
I think that's the logic. And we looked at Lilac last week, the Linda Marveng thing, because the cowl comes separately.
Yeah. So
that's kind of a set.
Gorgeous, that.
Yeah, not gal eligible, just have to say.
Oh, are we thinking about that already? It's a bit early.
I am thinking about the gift along already. I've got my eyes on that. Canyonlands, do you want to have a closer look at that?
Yes,
it's a nice sort of shadow cable.
I like that.
Any week now when my internet catches up, that's another free one.
I like that.
Very, very simple. I like the
way that the ribbon is incorporated.
Yeah, it blends nicely in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's always a plus with me.
It's like it's been thought about.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think we looked at this one the other week as well because of the ziggy-zaggy and the opportunity to use mini skeins or leftovers and scraps and things like that. So I worked sideways and grafted.
That's really nice.
Or a 3-needle bind off you could probably do. I think this is quite cute. Nice simple lace pattern.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of a feather and fan thing going on.
Yeah.
And it's 2 yarns stranded together. It's a mohair with either a finger in or a 4-ply. Yeah, it's mohair and a 4-ply. So I think that's quite good if you've got a colour that's maybe a bit bright or a bit solid that you can...
I misheard you then. Instead of mohair, I thought you said there's more hair.
Well, it probably is mohair. I don't know. Yeah. It sounds more like my house, more dog hair.
Yeah. Oh, that one's nice.
It's a nice, pretty little lace. It's quite an easy lace pattern to remember. I've used this on a cardigan, I think, by Bon Marie Burns Chic Knits.
All
I'm
right.
not even going to try and say that name. It's by Anna Freiberg. I mean, it's not expensive. It's fingering weight, 3.5mm needles, so it's not
Got a lovely
ridiculously
drape.
small. It's got a really nice drape, and I love the colour that she's chosen. Very, very pretty.
Mm.
Really nice, natural looking photographs. This is obviously Carol, or Not Perfect, one of the gal mods.
Oh, yeah.
She's really just starting with design work, and I think this is lovely.
I
With
like
the sort
that.
of mosaic or slip stitch elements and the striping.
Oh, I do like that.
Really
Oh,
pretty.
that's Miss Babs.
Yeah, we looked at this one a few weeks ago. Avenoir, Hannah, what's it?
Avenoir.
Oh, I don't know.
That's
Anyway, I think it's really pretty, and clever placement of buttons turns it
yeah.
from a scarf or a wrap into a cowl, and means that you can play about with how you style it. I mean, I like it like that, sort of. It's kind of like a neck collar, isn't it? It's quite thick and double wrapped, and that would be super cozy.
I like that.
I like this one because it was a good way to use minis and scraps and another ziggy zaggy.
Yeah, I like that one. Have we seen this one before?
Possibly, and maybe that or a variation on a theme. I don't know why that one's in there. Because it's got a cowl. She's cheating the system again. So it's got a honeycomb cowl. That's definitely coming out the favourites on that one. That's cheating.
That's naughty lady. Oh, who's that one?
Oh, it's that Emma Sadler.
Gorgeous model though.
Yeah, I believe she's called Caitlin. She's an absolute stunner.
Yeah.
My loyal royal subject, and it's a nice bulky yarn, 6mm needles, under 250 yards, just way quick for a last minute present for someone.
Ideal for Christmas.
And you could duplicate stitch a rude message on the inside.
Oh, that would be fun.
And only they would know.
Perhaps that's why she was laughing. Oh, this one's lovely.
Oh yeah, it's got kind of that kerchief shape, but it's basically just a joined shawl.
Yeah.
And I like the eyelets, and you could stash bust, you could have fun with the self-striping yarn.
I like
that one. Yeah, I thought that was cute. What have we got? Colleen Kinnersley, another former gal mod.
Oh, I like that.
Bit of garter and then a pretty lace with garter texture. I really like that rich brown.
Yeah. I think that's a colour that suits both of us.
Yeah, it's just so on the cool side for me, but it's one I can wear and it would look absolutely perfect on you.
String theory. Love it.
Yeah, another one of her, this is knitted Chic, Lindsay.
Lindsay always looks like she's having such a great time in her photo.
She does, and I love if there's a gratuitous shot of her Great Dane puddles.
Oh, yeah.
In there, that's always nice.
That one's mine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got blues, greens, and browns.
Yeah,
so, yeah, definitely meets all the criteria.
And garter, which I love.
Yeah, just knit, knit, knit.
Yeah, that one was made for me.
Do you believe it was? Oh, I can see somebody I recognise on the next one. So this is another one, Lindsay Luchuk, another of her Mobius, and it's sort of double-sided colour work. Exceptionally clever.
Yeah, she's had some really gorgeous patterns out recently.
There's a lot of tutorials as well. So this is one of Yvonne's, if you can see Yvonne in the chat. And this is the all stacked up cowl, and it's sort of introductory brioche, really, brioche tuck. So it's just practicing working with two colours and changing from one as the dominant.
Has it got like a tie pull thing?
I think that is an I-cord tie at the top.
That's lovely.
She's obviously done a selection of colours as well for her samples. Like this one as well.
That one looks a bit like an ombre.
Yeah, so nice selection of yarns there.
Nice.
So I'll just wait for that to come back. So that's All Stacked Up Cowl by Red and the Wolf Designs, or Yvonne Becker, if you know her as that. Canmore Cowl, Tracy Miller. Tracy is one of the grocery girls who have a podcast on YouTube. They own a family grocery store in Canada, so that's why it's her and her sister. Absolute nutcases, but they're really good fun. Love them to bits.
Nutcases, I love it. What, like us?
Yeah. They don't swear like we do though.
Oh.
But there's no profanity in that one. but yeah, they're very sweet and very funny. She likes using combinations of yarn, so there's mohair and
it's lovely, isn't it?
and mosaic and things like that in there. So yarns held together, very pretty. Sort of interesting combinations of colours.
Yeah. Oh, I like that one. Strange that, isn't it, that I like that? And actually, that colour is stunning on her. Look how it brings her eyes out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Very much so.
I mean, I like that picture as well, but I much prefer the blue one.
I feel like she's had to put more makeup on for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and her hair looks
absolutely beautiful. Colour. Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Love it.
So
love it.
Tracy Miller. Is that a bit of crochet I see before me?
Ooh.
So, Frigeria Cowl by Button Nose Crochet. I'm not saying
that.
that.
What a name. I love it.
I am not saying that drunk.
You're not drunk though, are you?
Not yet.
Oh, all right then.
So, bobbles, chains, doubles or trebles, bit of a picket edge going on. I really like that. And I like those colours on her.
She looks happy.
Yeah, I think those colours suit her. That's fun. Yeah. So, Frigeria Cowl. Sarah Jordan or Knitwear.
Oh yeah.
Another gal mod. I think just some nice colour work. I like the pop and I like the way she's done a different combination with the hat. And isn't that a great photograph?
It's like fraternal. I love it. That would be ideal for these days. She can go in the shops.
Yeah, she can go in the shops. Unlike Boris Johnson's dad, apparently, who doesn't know what a bloody mask is. I ask you. I bet he won't get a £200 fine.
Well, his excuse was he'd been in Greece, so.
And should have been self-isolating.
Yeah. Oh, I like this one.
Namu Cowl by Knit Boop Designs.
That is lovely.
They're available for free. There is a rant about why they're no longer available on Ravelry, and quite frankly, it's just getting a bit old. If you have issues with Ravelry, then I'm really sorry, but they do seem to be working very hard to resolve those issues. So let's give them a chance to get on with it. In the meantime, I just think this is a really nice introductory cable pattern. There's not too much going on at once, and you've got some nice twisted ribbon top and bottom.
And I love the colour in that wool, the little bit of like an orangey brown coming through.
Yeah, very nice choice of yarn to add some sort of flex and almost a textured look. It's like dry wood.
Yeah.
To look at it, it almost looks carved from a distance. Lilyneck Crochet, someone else.
Yeah.
So Finding Your Way Cowl. Just absolutely love the colours.
Yeah.
And fantastic photography.
Oh, she looks nice in that.
She does. She looks beautiful. And I love the earrings as well, but you know, that's completely unrelated. So Finding Your Way Cowl, and it's mosaic crochet.
Clever.
Really nice. So this is a freebie.
Ooh.
Interweave Knits. Fairly simple slip stitch pattern or mosaic. Does give a nice effect, and you could have a lot of fun with the colours. I like the way they've gone with a warm and a cool.
Oh, that one's nice.
And she's beautiful. What a
Isn't she?
stunning
Yeah.
looking young woman.
Yeah.
Utterly gorgeous. Christelle, another gal
Lovely.
mod and our Instagram queen. She's just beautiful. I don't even need to see the cowl to just think, wow.
She always takes a gorgeous photo.
Isn't that stunning?
Yeah.
Really lovely colour work, sort of damask. It's very like the wallpaper behind my chimney breast. It's just, but it's such a classic kind of design.
You'd want to sit and stroke it.
And it's based on somebody's wallpaper, so I just love that. I think that's great fun. Stranded knitted in the round. Paola
Oh,
just
another one in her photos. She has such a fun time.
She always looks amazing.
Yeah.
I always manage to look like a sack of crap tied up the middle, but Paola just wow. And you can see all of the various elements of this beautiful, beautiful wave cowl.
Yeah.
Brioche, fingering weight. It's just wow.
I love it.
I'm always glad to see when she's got a new release. And
yeah.
There's that wretched Sadler woman again.
Oh God, not Sadler.
So Brooklyn cowl. I'm partway through one of these. I really must take photographs and finish it at some point because I want to wear it this winter.
Well, you know, we need all the knits this winter, I think.
Need to crack on with it. Can be one of my COVID cowls if I forget my mask and don't want to find. So Brooklyn cowl by Emma Jane Sadler. Knitting cowl, Stephen West.
Love it.
Yeah, it's just mad as a box of frogs, and look at it with that hat.
Oh,
yeah, I love him to bits.
Is that a blue one I spy?
It is a blue one.
Oh, look at that.
Some severe head shaving gone on there. It's no wonder he has to knit hats. He must have a really cold head.
Do you think he does it every day?
Possibly.
You know, when he goes in the shower?
Certainly ready for photography, but Hyber Knitting Cowl, it will be part of a collection.
He does such amazing patterns.
Well, and his use of colour.
Yeah.
Benjamin Matthews, Mariposa Cowl, really liked this one.
I like that.
That's very subtle. And this one much more striking.
Oh, I like that.
That sort of fiery rainbow gradient.
It reminds me of feathers.
Yeah, really, really pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
This was Christy Furlan, The Rainbow in the West Wind.
Oh.
Yeah, I get the feeling there's a story there.
I love looking at people's pattern names.
Yeah, Jake said, oh, is it because she farts a lot? Is that the West Wind? But I love the way that she styled it in this photograph. Very, very pretty. Very nice.
It looks like someone's just said something to her and she's going, really?
Yeah. It is so good that you are several steps away from me right now. It's kind of what's coming out there. Our lovely friend Tanya.
Oh, yes.
The last minute magic cowl. This is bulky weight.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really quick. I've knitted one of these for my mother. It didn't even get wrapped up for Christmas because she saw it and went home with it. That's
okay.
Just my mum. Another one of Paola.
Oh, wow.
And we'll have a look at the purple one because I'm totally obsessed with that.
Look at it.
Yeah. More mosaic, lots of garter, slip stitches, colour changes, just
wow.
Yeah, I quite like this one. Just very, very simple, textural.
Oh, that's a nice photo. Look at her eyes.
I know. Absolutely stunning eyes.
Yeah. Oh, I like that one.
But it's crocheted 5mm hook, worsted yarn, somewhere between DK and Aran, depending on how heavy the worsted is. but absolutely beautiful colour, and it looks amazing on her. And I think that will be a relatively quick make. Jen Lucas.
As opposed to Jean-Luc.
Yeah, I mean, just again, a nice vertical slip stitch pattern. Ridiculously easy. You can use it with stripes, you can use it with just plain colours and show off a very highly variegated yarn.
It's nice to have a pattern that you can use for a really patterned yarn like that, isn't it?
It is. I'll pick this one. I don't generally go for patterns from Annie's Crafts or any of the big box kind of sites.
Yeah.
But I love Lena work.
Sebastian.
That's the one. Yeah, Lena.
Yeah.
I just really like that cowl and the drape. And I like
the hat as well.
I don't like to kind of do floppy hats, but I love the cowl and
I would wear that.
Lovely bit of crochet or crochet, as my friend Geordie says. And this is beautiful. Look,
wow,
flowers, yeah. Natalia,
what does it say on there?
It says, "Don't ask Loraine stupid questions."
Oh, it's just a watermark.
Yeah, it's copyright to stop people pinching the image. Good idea. So Natalia Kononova, she's regular in the gift along and really lovely and approachable. And her designs are just fantastic. Julia Farwell Clay, I've knitted a couple of her sweaters and the patterns are always really clear and very well written, well tech edited. And I just loved the colours on this. I mean, it's very similar to Entrelac. I think that's the closest I can describe it.
It's like jewels.
Yeah, really lovely. And you could go really subtle or super bright with those colour combos.
Yeah.
It's our good friend Denise in Iowa.
Oh, that one's nice. Look, it's blue.
It is blue. But I like that more subtle one as well. And it's interesting the difference it makes to the stitch pattern. Very simple, very feminine, very pretty.
Yeah, I like that.
This is Rani Muller, Levantera. I really like the texture pattern on the bottom of this and then sort of the cables above it and then how it goes nicely into the stockinette for the top.
That's lovely. I like Rani.
Beautiful yarn. Her photography is really good and aren't her kids gorgeous?
Wow.
So, be a total heartbreaker that one.
Wow.
I don't know which one of the boys that is, but he's going to break some hearts on the way, I think. Denise Vadvi, another gal designer.
That one's nice.
Yeah, I think what I like with Denise is for all she'll pick up a yarn like this. It's a neighbourhood Fabrico rustic fingering. It's not a cheap yarn. She'll use designer yarns, and then she'll design something with Lion Brand.
Yeah.
So she's not a yarn snob. She's a right yarn for the fabric, for the fabric that she wants. Depending on who's promoting the pattern as well.
Well, yeah, there's that. Yeah. That one's nice. I like that.
That's Claire Slade of Verily Knits, another gal designer. Drops Puna, I think that's discontinued, isn't it? It's a 4-ply yarn. 100% alpaca, so it's not going to be in my stash, but I love the pattern.
It's nice.
Anything else there that sort of leaps out? I'm quite liking that.
I like that first one, that Advent. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, completely unexpected, isn't it? On double-sided as well. Quite a bit of knitting there.
Is it in the round?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I like to knit my cowls, to be honest.
Abenaki, is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Because it's blue, isn't it?
Well, not just because it's blue, because I actually quite like the look of that stitch on the beigey colour.
All right. So Yvonne had answered and I hadn't picked up on it. It's a decorative that I caught on her cowl, and she loved the purple one that we were looking at. So yeah, I really like the different stitch patterns and the the different inside. Excuse me. On that particular cowl, and that's the Abenaki. Abenaki. Sally Melville, I love her design and construction. There will be something clever in this in terms of texture, and she'll have used it for a class.
Oh, right. Does she teach maths or something?
I think she has been a teacher, but she teaches knitting.
Oh, right.
In classes in yarn stores and other places, and she's had a number of books, and I think this one, she's picked that particular purse stitch pattern because it's 7 rows. And a really easy one, and that's a free pattern if anybody wants it. It's a bulky one, so really quick to do for gifting.
Yeah.
Not that we're all thinking about that just yet, because we're not doing any of the C words. We're just not.
Are we not?
No, none of them.
I was going to get all mine done for Easter, for half term. Well, that one's nice. I like that.
Doesn't he look stunning in that? Yeah. I might be in love.
Look at that cheeky little grin he's got going on.
I know.
And she's got a bit of a look of, what's her name? Oh, British actress that was in Love Actually. Keira Knightley.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was trying. My mum said yesterday that they had watched
like that one.
Enola Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, I don't know who that young man is that played Sherlock. I think you'll find he's my current boyfriend. He just doesn't know yet.
Little bit of a squeeze going on.
Yeah. So I said, I'll let him know after lockdown. And she just...
Yeah. And he can finally come and visit. I like that one. Strange. I don't know why. Why do you think I'd be drawn to that one?
Because it's blue and it's bulky and it's like way click. Yeah.
I like the tassels.
Jennifer's got some really nice patterns. If you check out her range, they're really good. I'm not going to go through all 20 pages of these. I'm just going to...
Have you got 20 pages?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got 38,000 favorited patterns.
Oh my goodness.
Have you even met me? Have you even met me? I really like this. It's not a cowl, it's a wrap. And I don't know why it's in the cowl section, but she's categorised it as that. So a super editor clearly hasn't seen this yet because they'd have removed that. But very pretty, and I love the use of the colours in the little motifs. And
I like that. Oh, look at that shell.
Just really, really pretty. And this one is Isabel Kramer, Abulon.
Oh, look at those little bits of blue just peeking out.
Well, it's a blue on the inside of the cowl, and then this open work kind of pattern on the outside. So it just peeks through, and I think it's stunning photography. This girl's hair really picks up on the rusty colour that they've used in the main colour, and then that sort of peacock blue contrast. Just
that white berry person who's got the copyright on those photos. Yeah, amazing work.
Yeah, so really, really impressed with that.
Oh God, yeah, you have. You've got 20 pages. Look.
Oh, Yvonne says he's beautiful. Are we talking about Henry Cavill, or are we talking about that lovely young lad with the mustard coloured cowl?
The model.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Just a simple ombre cowl. It's 2 strands of lace weight held together, so it's a really easy way to get an ombre from light to dark where you've got scraps or difficult colours to merge together. I mean, it's barely even a pattern, really. I mean, it's just, instructions on how to get the ombre. But for a couple of quid, and if you've never made anything like that before, then I think that's great value.
Yeah.
Don't generally look at Shibui knits because they've always got an expensive yarn with an expensive yarn held together.
And that pattern's £10?
Yeah. But it is an interesting shape. It's got lovely drape.
I mean, I would totally wear that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is stunning. It's really fashionable. If that's what you love, you know, I just couldn't help but click it. This is our very own Peggy Jean Kayla from the
Oh, PJ.
group, and it's called Boulder Dash.
Love it. I
Just,
would have to buy it just for the name.
yeah, but look at that yarn.
I love it.
It's so beachy and woodsy and textured and just yay. £3, super bulky. Honestly, you'd be done before you'd finish reading the pattern.
It almost makes you want to have a winter, doesn't it? Almost.
No.
No. Well, that one's nice.
Yeah, this is Kate Davis, Funchal Mobius. I mean, beautiful, beautiful stranded colourwork design.
That is lovely.
Really very pretty. She's got an amazing eye for colour.
Yeah. And she always has lovely photos as well.
She does. Her other half takes the photographs too.
Oh, I like her patterns as well.
Miranda, Robin Weldon.
That's the one.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
The brioche pattern she has.
This lady, Robin, is she's a warm autumn. And this is far too cool for her.
Right.
When you see her in some of her other knit and her warmer colours, she absolutely comes alive. But it's beautiful. It's really well styled. Absolutely stunning. I'd have put her in warmer colours.
Okay.
She's still gorgeous. Now this one, I got this pattern and you never purl.
Oh.
You wrap and turn and go back and knit on the inside, worked in the round. It's desperately clever and the lace is really cute and I just think it's an amazing little pattern.
Sounds really interesting.
I don't think we need to look at Gaga Shroud. That's just basically a capey thing. Trip around the world cowl.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if you bought yarn every time you went on holiday, you could have a lot of fun with that, couldn't you?
You could. Oh, look, it's like holiday
and there's all the little swatches, and I just think that's beautifully presented. What a lovely idea.
I love it.
So that's Trip Around the World cowl. Lauren Elkin, the snazzy cowl. This is another slip stitch, bit of mosaic going on. Great chance to graduate between colours or have a more subtle look.
Ooh.
Or a very subtle with a gradient, or really pop it with brighter colours and, you know, a dark charcoal or a black to make like a stained glass window look.
It's gorgeous.
I think that's another beauty. One of my favourite designers, Josie Paquan. She's just really lovely and her patterns are very, very well written. And I like this simple textured stitch cowl. It couldn't be any easier. Really lovely colour.
Yeah.
You know, perfect for under your winter coat.
Definitely.
What more?
Yeah. That's a lovely name.
It does sound rather decadent, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh.
I love the colours on this. That turquoise and the light green. The soft green. And she is just gorgeous.
She looks really happy as well.
Absolutely stunning photography. Really, really beautiful. And that's Dionisio Point, Elizabeth Elliott. And it's using Jill Draper's yarn. I've not actually tried her yarns. I don't know if anybody here has. Oh yeah, Yvonne says yeah, definitely the model. Yeah, he was super cutie, wasn't he?
Without a doubt.
Raven Knits.
Oh yeah, she's got some lovely patterns as well.
So I like that's obviously more subtle. But look at the pop on that with more of a rainbow.
That is gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
I like that blue on that.
Double knit, yeah.
All right.
Leaf by Niggle, Raven Knits Designs, and that's what they call double knit. you're slipping some stitches, working others, but basically you're creating a two-sided fabric. It takes a while, but my God, it's worth it. Jessie McKittrick,
Oh yeah.
another gal mod.
I've done a few of her patterns. They're always really well written.
Oh, she's just lovely. Knuckle head cowl. I mean, how could that not be in my favourites with that name?
Well, I don't know. You couldn't have gone past it, could you? Oh, I really like this one.
Loraine or Lorena. I don't know. I love that colour.
It's gorgeous. Look at it.
It's beautiful and it's heavy and it's chunky, and she just looks a dream in that photograph. And I love the way that you can style it. I would probably wear it like that.
Yeah.
And you can see the cable itself. Very, Ooh. Very pretty. I think that's super bulky plus super bulky. 8mm and 10mm needles, 320 yards. So yeah, not a massive amount of yarn, but those cables are fairly going to eat that up. It would. This is a very simple one by Laura Ayler. It's knitted in the round. That's very, very simple textured stitch details. I can't remember if this was one of her Christmas knit-alongs, or every year she does a Just For You pattern so that you can knit something for yourself over the holidays.
Which is, you know,
one of those.
Another
tuck. I'm going to choose that. I love the subtle, the minty aqua colour with the grey.
Yeah.
Really, really pretty. Lindsay uses a lot of organic yarns, and I'm not going to say non-chemical dyes because water's a chemical and it would be ridiculous to imply it wasn't, but not synthetic chemicals and things like that, because Lindsay has
natural.
really, really, really desperate allergies.
Right.
Has to be exceptionally careful, so she's very particular about the yarn that she gets. There's it's nearly all plant fibres and special types of dyes and things like this. And the stuff that she comes up with, and some of the dye base is just beautiful. I've made the hat and the cowl and the boot cuffs in mustard for this. It's another one by Denise Balvans. Strawberry fluff, I think that says it all, really. It's kind of what my meringue looks like.
It's like candy floss colour, isn't it?
Yeah, and how could I not have one by Talitha Kwame? Just wow, striking colours. And I love her hair.
I love her hair.
I wish mine was thick enough to do that. I mean, I've got a similar cut, but mine doesn't spike, it just curls.
I think hers is done by, like, it looks like it's been done by a naked razor blade or something. It's fab.
Yeah, I mean, she always looks amazing. And I like the green. Sort of beady tassel that she's done at the front as well.
I love the green in that. The green's just so eye-catching.
And I like that the suggested yarn is called Binge Knit.
Oh, wow, you know.
How much better can you get than that? It's just amazing. Barbara Benson, the Tump Duck. She's on YouTube as Watch Barbara Knit. Really good channel if you want to watch. Obviously, subscribe to ours while you're there, please. Once we get to 100 subscribers, we can have our own channel name on there instead of this sort of horrible linky thing that we've got at the minute. I really like this cable on the edges of this one, and then the cables down the center, and the bulkiness and the buttonholes and the simplicity of this for a man's knit.
Yeah, I mean, it looks perfect on him.
Yeah, and the yarn's doing the work to a very great extent. It's not overwhelming the cables, it's complementing it. I just think it's a good combo. This is Jaya, I think that is pronounced. Very pretty textured cowl with nice toggles or feature buttons. Super simple. Could not be easier.
Love it.
You know, give it a go.
Yeah.
Galzan Knits.
Oh, I like that one.
Is that because there's a bit of grey going on?
No, it's because it's got lots of different stitches going on again. I
It's
don't know.
the mosaic thing and
Yeah, and then the garter.
and garter. Yeah,
I
really.
do like garter.
It would be an interesting one to knit because you'd never get bored.
What's that?
This is Raven Knits.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
It's called Canoe Cowl.
Kejim Kujik.
Kajik.
Jim, yeah.
Kayam Kiyik.
I know that word says canoe.
Yeah, and cowl, I can read that. Anyway, it's bottom up in the round seamless. Straight
it tells you how to say it there.
Oh, well, we'll have a look at that in a second. I
should look at that.
Before I massacred the name. Kagemi Kujik.
Yeah, there you go. Nova Scotia.
Obviously.
I don't know why you struggled with that.
I have no idea, but I think that's a great photograph of Raven.
She looks really happy.
Sophie McCain, how can you not like someone who calls himself Unicorn Designs?
Well, yeah.
I like that combination, but I love this one.
It's
basically rose fabric. I used it in my And Roses Suit You Sew.
It looks so fun.
It's really, really pretty, and with that self-striper,
yeah,
it's absolutely stunning. It's a really nice fabric to knit, as you know, because you've knitted that one, haven't you?
I have.
Or was it the Kogarashi cowl? Was that?
Oh,
one of them.
Oh,
it's the same fabric anyway. Yeah. So do Sunday cowl. Yeah. I liked the colours. I like the bright green against the navy and the grey.
And the various. Do you know some of these cowls are almost shawl-like? You know when you're doing a shawl and you do sections with different stitches, don't you?
Mm.
And that's what some of these are reminding me of.
This was the first I ever saw of Paola.
Yeah.
Paola Albergamo. And I love animal print. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't wear it as a whole outfit, like sort of Tiger Lady off the telly.
Yeah.
But I will wear animal print in a top or a scarf or a cowl or something like that, or on a handbag.
Yeah.
Where it's not overwhelming. And if it's in a whole garment, then I want more subtle colours.
Yeah.
So it's not really high contrast. But I just love that. I think that's beautiful. And what a gorgeous girl.
Sorry, my mum trying to ring.
It's usually my mum.
It's funny.
A bit of Jared Flood.
Oh, yeah.
High pines. Can we see the pines?
Oh, that's nice.
Let's get that one. That's a better view of the stitch pattern. I quite like that.
That's lovely.
Nice twisted rib. I like it in the burgundy colour as well. But yeah, very simple, easy to do, quite a rhythmic, easy knit. The Jared Flood or Brooklyn tweed patterns are always beautifully well written. They are on the dearer side, but I think you do get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
Leslie Ann Robinson, it's kind of the queen of brioche. She's got some fantastic patterns in it. It was hard to pick just one.
Yeah.
But I love that it's got this asymmetric thing going on and you see the inside and the outside at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the whole point of brioche, isn't it? You can...
Yeah, absolutely. Play with it. Svetlana Gordon, if you see her other patterns, I think, is she the lady that did the fox paws?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Very clever techniques. Go and look at her work because they're fantastic. But I fell in love with the colours of this.
It's gorgeous.
Absolutely love it. Malabrigo Makita. It's Malabrigo. It's close enough. Tamara Moots. A little bit of cable knitting.
Oh, yeah.
Nice all over cable pattern, garter on the edge. I'd have probably ribbed that so it didn't flare or gone down several needle sizes for the garter.
Yeah.
Because obviously the cables pull that in, but it would give a nice effect when it was worn that it flares top and bottom to fit sort of round your chin and round your neck.
Yeah, that's true.
That's exactly what she's going for because I like that you can see it here in particular where it curves in, but I love the colour she chose. Spiced curry cowl. I mean, yeah.
It's a good name.
You had me on the name.
Definitely.
Another Lindsay Lou choke. I think we've looked at quite a few of hers this evening. Katie Carroll. Let's have a quick skim now.
Au Bois by Catherine Bolt, whatever her name is.
All right, well, remind me when I've looked at this one. So Polar Star Hat and Cowl. This is Natalia Conan over again. And I just love this set.
It's gorgeous.
It's a stunning looking cowl.
Is that crochet?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's in a range of sizes. The patterns are really well written. And I just love that she's got that kind of oversized motif and really had fun with it and not done the unexpected. What was the one you wanted to look at? Was it
one next to it before it?
Au Bois. Catherine Focus, another
the one.
Gal Mod.
Look at that. That is just gorgeous.
Beautiful, very simple, easy cable pattern.
That would be nice in a linen.
All over pattern. It would be lovely in a linen for sort of a summer evening.
Yeah.
But it would be super lovely in a wool for winter, maybe stranded with a mohair.
Oh, snuggly.
Yeah. And it's worsted, so you could use a lace weight with a fingering weight and get more or less the same gauge.
It says it's got short rows.
Oh, maybe it has.
Short rows.
I don't know. But yeah, I love Catherine's patterns. Her garments are particularly lovely if you get a chance to have a look.
What else have we got?
Trying not to be ridiculously repetitive. That's another Lena.
Yeah. What about that bottom middle one? Paint mixer.
Oh, Nim Teasdale. Yeah, she's another lady who's a genius with colour.
I mean, look at that.
Beautiful.
Has she used
very, very, very simple.
Thin?
Sorry?
Has she used thick and thin together there?
I don't know. Super bulky, it says.
Oh, right. It just looks like some of the coloured bits, you know, as if they're a thinner yarn.
Ideal for variegated yarn paired with solid or two contrasting solids or different yarns for thick and thin.
Yeah.
So depends on the sample, I suppose. I would imagine something will be thick and thin.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, lovely. I'm sort of keeping one eye on the time because I don't want to bore everybody to sleep.
Oh, I've got that Rain on Notre Dame in mine.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I was going to have a look at the Starburst cowl because a lot of people buy Noro yarns and then go, what do I do with that?
Yeah.
And that's a really good one for Silk Garden. Is it Star Stitch or something that's called? I think that's beautiful for a highly variegated yarn used with a solid.
Do you have to do like lots of knitting, like 6 together or something to make that maybe?
Oh, I can't remember.
Mm.
It's a while since I've done Star Stitch, but I don't remember crying about it.
Oh, right, okay.
Don't remember it being remotely difficult, actually. I'm going to pick that one because that, it's got drop stitches and cables and garter.
That is really lovely.
And it's just a fascinating set of textures.
See, look, even she's fascinated by it and she designed it.
Well, yeah, it must hurt your arm wandering around wearing it like that all the time, holding it out.
Not going to keep you quite so warm like that, is it?
I like the chunky one. I used to experiment. Janelle Martin, another mod designer. Well. Great fun. Let's whiz down here. We looked at that the other week, didn't we? Rio Kalina Cat Body. We've looked at this one before when we were looking at men's knits, the Conundrum by Barbara Benson.
You seem to like Lindsay's work.
I absolutely love Lindsay's work. I'm a big fan. I'm a bit fangirly about lots of people, to be honest. I quite like this one, the chevron cowl. And I love the fact that it's got a plain yarn on the inside and that you don't necessarily have to show that. You can let it escape if you want to, but it's in there.
Oh, I really like that.
I don't know, it's that split personality thing. How serious and worky does that look?
Yeah.
And then you let that out.
The way she's got it on over her head on that picture down there.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
I
And,
love that.
yeah, I just think it's really cool.
Can you imagine you come out of work and it started to snow while you're indoors and you just
And she's
pick that
used a
up?
silk yarn. I think the red is a silk yarn, looking at the sheen.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful shine to it. Be lovely next to the skin. So I do like anything like that that's just really makes me stop. This is one of Yvonne's. I can't remember if I knitted the hat or the cowl. Yvonne might remember better. I did one, Opposites Attract.
There's a song about that.
And there's Rhinalyn.
Oh yeah. She likes blue as well by the looks of it.
She does, and I like that this lady's matched it to her fleecy jacket. Very, very pretty photograph.
Gorgeous.
So Opposites Attract cowl. What next? Oh, there's that Sadler woman again. Double Dutch cowl. Yeah, just follows me everywhere. I'd really like these cables, and I think it's nice the way that it shapes around when it's worn.
Yeah, Caitlin likes that one.
And I love the hat.
Yeah, she stood all over that one now. That's wrecked.
Yeah, too cool for school.
I know, kids, eh?
So, I've done much knitting tonight. How's everybody else getting on with their knitting?
No.
Probably going to have to take a big slurp of my lilt in a moment. This is one by Chicken Betty. It's a free pattern.
Oh, that's lovely.
Really nice for a variegated or a striper. I love the texture it creates with that stitch. Very, very pretty.
Cedar.
Yeah, just a cheap acrylic yarn. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but
Wow.
how quick a gift is that to do for someone? And for a teen in like their college colours or the colours from an album by their favourite band or something like that. The best thing my mum did for me when I was a teenager was paint my room to match Duran Duran's Rio album cover.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a burgundy ceiling.
Oh, cool.
And a purple wall. And yeah, I mean, she worked really hard on that room. And oh, God, I loved it.
Oh, that's good. At least you didn't go, oh, what have you done that for?
Well, my rooms previously had all been yellow, and I hated yellow as a child. I love that crochet flower, and
oh, that's amazing.
Massive texture, really open. Be a nice feature thing over sort of a sheath dress at a wedding. Just a real showstopper.
And you could have it in all sorts of colours.
You could go mad. You really could go mad with that one. Anything else to leap out? Oh, Helen Gibson. The doodling.
Oh, I love that.
It's really nice, and I like the way that it's worn there, where it's folded in on itself as well. Very, very nice. So that's Helen Gibson, Doodling Cowl. See if I can get it right this week. I think I'd worked 60 hours when we were live last Thursday.
Oh.
So I could say my own name. Katina Cowell, Megan Jones. I really like that she's used a self-striper with this pretty lace pattern, and how well it's worked with the lace.
It has really worked well, actually.
Yeah, great use of Noro, which, yeah, they love it or hate it.
Wow.
It's one of
those on the project. I like that one underneath.
Yvonne says I'm too distracting and she can't count anymore and had to put the knitting away. I totally get you, Yvonne, yeah.
What's that? That blue and browny coloured one on the left. I can't see the name of it, that one. Oh, it's another Nim Teasdale.
Yeah, Whimsy Cowl. It's a freebie. Very pretty, really simple lace pattern. Leafy lace.
Bit of mohair in there and you're away, aren't you?
Well, you could use a Noro or something like that. It wouldn't overwhelm the lace. I think that's the message with it. That's why she's used a self-striper. This is our beloved Nina,
Oh, I like that.
Commander-in-Chief, as the gift along.
Look at that.
Wrangles and all. I love the different colours.
Yeah, I really like that.
Bit of a rock chick, our Nina. If you look at a photograph, she was gorgeous as a young girl.
She still is?
Well, yeah, she fairly rocks it now, but they've just lost their cat, actually.
Oh, no.
Wee bit sad at the moment. Studied Diamonds Cowl, that's Helen Gibson again. Just really, really pretty. Monosto Uruguay silk blend. I think I've got a ton of that in stash. I really should think about that. I made the Tudor cowl and hat. I did mine in purple.
Ooh.
It'd probably suit you, actually. It's a cooler purple. It's not my purple.
Your purple is not my purple.
No. And I made this one, Rhonda in Midwinter, Alison.
Oh, I love Alison's patterns. They're so fun.
Yeah, absolutely love this. And I made the matching hat. I did mine in a sort of creamy beige.
Yeah. She did that pattern, little fires everywhere, didn't she?
Yes. That's really, really nice. I don't know if this is in... Was it a hat?
I think it was a hat.
Oh, sorry, guys. You keep me awake.
I love Sarah Gressback stuff.
My apologies. How could I not add something called meringue?
Look at it.
That drape. Really, it's eyelets for the shaping to go from narrow to wider, and stockinette and reverse stockinette, which gives you this sort of pleated effect, but exceptionally pretty and very elegant.
Gorgeous. Really versatile.
Yeah, and I love that colour on that lady.
That's a nice colour. Look better on my mind.
I'll message her and let her know.
Well, then.
She just needs to send it.
Yeah.
And maybe
that one, go back up. Sarah Gressback. I like that one.
Lodgepole.
Yeah. I think that's in my queue.
Very pretty.
Perfect for Christmas.
It is really nice. I like it in this sort of neutral with the red.
I really like that. She used to be a gal designer and then she didn't come back and I was really gutted.
Oh, was she not in last year?
I don't know if she wasn't in last year, but she definitely wasn't in the year before because I had plans to knit a couple of her things. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, this is Anna Maria Otvos. She died a couple of years ago of cancer, sadly.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Beautiful designs, and her partner is still working on some of the stuff that she hadn't quite finished.
Right.
But she's got a really interesting collection of work, and I just love her patterns. Her cardigans are just really complex in terms of the finished product and the fact that you rarely have to cut the yarn and seamless and top down, but the clever way that she does everything. Gemma's Cowl by Tanya.
Was it made for Gemma?
I think so, possibly.
Cool.
And is that Ashwini J, another gal designer?
Oh, yeah. She's got some lovely patterns as well.
So it's got a very elegant sense of style, sort of very Audrey Hepburn thing going on. She's lovely. And I like this just because it made me think of Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Ah.
With the collars. But
yes.
And you don't necessarily have to go as high on the neck as that one, but I really love that patterning over the shoulder. How classy does that look?
I mean, that is perfect if you wanted to put it over or under a coat, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, if you've got a very plain coat and it just needs a bit of jazzing up.
Yeah.
There's a moth just flown past me. How did that get in this house of wool?
It's gone to join your daddy longlegs. You got a whole party. Are you keeping to the rule of 6 there?
Clearly not with this, but never mind. I couldn't have my favourites without having a furry one in there. I'm not
Oh,
going
you
to
need
open
that.
that one up and look at it, but I can tell you that it's a fur yarn stranded with a worsted, just to give it some sort of substance,
Yeah.
and then fluffed up, so to speak. Yeah,
You like a bit of flu?
afterwards. I quite like the snowflake cowl. That's kind of cute. Nicole
Yeah.
Mulberry, Trappings and Trinkets. I
Oh,
like that
I like
one
that.
actually.
That's lovely.
I like the subtle one that she's done,
Yeah.
and that really suits her. But I love that sort of rich russety colour on the other lady. Bloody moth.
That could be the name of your next pattern.
I will kill it. It will be dead. I love it.
Oh, there's just too many nice ones to choose from.
I know I like this Winterberry cowl, and I like that there's sort of a small version for Kiddie Winkles. How cute
Yeah,
does she look in that, and how happy.
she's got a little cheeky grin.
Yeah, which is always lovely to see.
Yeah.
I made this one, Picabia,
Oh,
Alison Lo Cicero.
that's a nice colour.
It was a nice relaxing knit. I made it in gift along 2 or 3 years ago.
Right.
Couple of evenings, just no time at all really. In between a couple of 100,000 posts in chat. And
Oh, yeah. You need something that you can just pick up and put down, really, don't you?
absolutely. Jessie McKittrick again. Irish
Oh,
cowboy.
oh no, there you go. See?
Love it. Love it,
I
love
love
it.
that. I love that they're actually wearing it like cowboys further down. Cowboy and a cowgirl.
Yeah, great fun. I love that rusty colour.
It's gorgeous.
But really nicely styled, lovely cables, and just very creative.
Yeah.
Beeswax cowl, we looked at Amy van der Laar's patterns only the other day, so I won't revisit that. I've got this one for Seta.
I think that's in my favourites or in my library. I've definitely seen that before.
Jane L. Martin. That's a worsted one. She does a lot of bulky ones, but I love that rusty brown colour.
That is gorgeous, isn't it?
Absolute stunner.
Yeah.
Olga Boraya Kefalian. I don't know. Whatever. She just has a really strong sense of style, and I love the stitch patterns she picked.
Oh, look at that.
I have no idea.
She looks like she's wrapped that.
Yeah. I don't know. But wow.
Is it even actually knitting, or it looks more like weaving or something?
Highly textured patterning is achieved by working a continuous chessboard of horizontal pleats, while twisting of the stitches helps protect their structural looks. The stitches are dropped between the pleated columns to give this unique accessory a better draped look as well as width, thus allowing the yarn to bloom fully. I'm sorry, I didn't understand very much of that at all. I'm going to have to read that
Oh my
in the light
goodness.
of day with a large gin, I think.
Oh
But
my.
I mean, yeah, just wow.
Honestly, yeah.
Where does she get these from? She just, yeah,
Sneaky.
unbelievably creative. What else have we got that leaps out?
I mean, honestly, it could be a case of not having enough time in the day, really, couldn't it? Look at them all.
I
Got a
know.
nice leftovers cowl there. Quite like that one.
But I can put the link in the chat.
Yeah.
And I'll do that now.
So you remember.
Yeah. So there's the link. Oh, Catherine's just got here. Hello. How lovely to see you. Did you cycle? So I'll put a link to the bundle, and obviously you can go through all 20 million pages any time you like. But I quite like this one, Beloved Trees. I just love trees.
Yeah. Going through 20 pages of a bundle, it feels like the gals arrived already.
Yeah, it's more pages than that. I know, because I pasted them all in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's that Birchall woman again. What is it?
Well, where? Oh, yeah, yeah.
York's
I've heard of her. I've heard she's got some lovely patterns.
She's just got a bit of an attitude.
Oh, is she? All right. I like a woman who knows what she wants and where she's coming from.
Absolutely. This week it's Henry Cavill, but
yeah, well,
but it might be that model.
It could well be. I mean, gosh,
what a stunning young man. Well, I'd have to find out more about him to know whether he passes the test. Because obviously, if his mother is younger than I am, it's unacceptable, and he has to go off the list.
And does he like dogs?
Yeah, yeah. Can he cope with enough hair to make a spare Labrador? Exactly. So Annie Modisette, I just really like this.
Oh, that's nice.
Slip stitches, bit of mosaic, bit of garter, bit
Look
of colour.
Her colouring. She's beautiful.
Sorry?
I'm just saying her colouring in her hair and her skin and everything.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous model. Really lovely. And that's a free pattern as well.
Wow. What more could you want?
What else have we got that leaps out and says, pick me.
Pick me. Pick me.
I think this is not going to be a restful knit.
Yeah, that's one that you need to concentrate on. Don't pop that in your bag if you need to just have a backup.
I suspect there are no resting rows with that lace.
That is a stunner, though. Look at the colours in the yarn.
Beautiful. Malabrigo Arroyo. Just absolutely stunning. And look at that rusty coloured one.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. She's just got a really good eye for lace.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
I'm not sure I'm loving the plastic-headed mannequin. It almost looked like it was plonked on top of something there. Yeah. Odd.
I'm not a huge fan of the mannequin personally, but you know.
I'm going to show this one because my friend Jackie did the sample and wrote the pattern, and I did the finessing, the tech editing, and
I do like those colours.
And she wanted this to be in our yarn store. So it's just some James Brett, and that one is some Malabrigo Rios. It's in the Anniversario colorway, and it's just one skein. Just like carnival. I just basically crocheted until I ran out of yarn. Cool. And then joined it up. Yeah, basically. Fab. Yeah, have you had enough of cowls now? Yeah. But you've got the link to the bundle. I think you've got the gist of kind of what it is that draws me in. And it's good that I wasn't picking my nose when you turned that off, wasn't it? Colour and texture and all of that. Could have been doing all sorts, couldn't I? Could have had your boobs out. Could have been doing the lumpy thing, the lumpy detection. I find it much easier if I'm laid down to do the lumpy detecting. Yeah. So I've got virtually nowhere with me. I don't understand why you haven't got much done tonight. I think I've only managed one row. Slacking round. Can I say? And I thought I'd wear one of my 99 pence at eBay. Little scaffy purchase, just for fun. Oh. Yeah, I've run out of drink and everything. I mean, gosh. What's Catherine got to drink? What time is it? What time of day is it with you, Catherine? Quite early for Catherine. She's probably still on coffee. Oh, could be. Might even be at work, maybe. She's working from home. Sneaking in on a work break. So what are you going to put into the finish along? What are you going to add to your list? Obviously, Mum's cardigan. Yeah. Yvonne's got her shawl to finish. And I'm sure she'll have something else on the needles by now. Oh, there's the Norwich test knit, wasn't there?
Oh, yes, there was. I don't know what I want. I mean, to be honest, I've only got my mum's cardi going on at the minute. But I am quite a
monogamous. Just check your temperature.
No. I am quite a monogamous knitter. I can't. Do you remember when I was making the Wyeth kids sweater? Yeah. And I got to a point where I didn't know what I was doing. I had to wait for a message back. And I just ended up like prowling around and I couldn't settle to a new project. Bit bizarre, I know. It's fine. I do have a bag full of yarn that needs, well, I shouldn't say many bags full of yarn.
Sure, I don't know what you mean.
I said to Caitlin last night, I said, I think I might need to buy some more yarn. And she literally laughed at me.
Well, I don't understand that it has to be the same yarn to finish off something.
Or also, you know, when you have to buy, because I do believe I'll have to buy one more ball of this. So, you know, I would have to buy £30 worth of wool now. I can't just buy one ball. And then what happens is you start to make something with that wool that you've bought in amongst your £30 and you haven't bought enough, or you've got leftovers and you think, I'm going to use the leftovers to do this with it. And then you need another ball of that. And it just goes on forever. Yeah. No one ever gets rid of all their stash. Even Vera, when I made my sock yarn scrap sleeves, still ended up having to go and buy other stuff for the main body. So, and now I've got scraps of that.
Vera.
The struggle is real. Nobody quite understands, do they?
I don't understand why you can't have 10 things on the go.
I can't. My brain gets fried and I can't concentrate on a second project.
Yvonne, are you a monogamous knitter?
Yvonne isn't. No, she says she's got more whips around than she can finish.
All right. So Catherine says it's lunchtime. Oh, what are you making, Catherine? Is it something from the garden? Took today off, went for a haircut, got home, 22-kilometre round trip by e-bike. So water with her drink right now. I am not surprised.
I'm impressed.
Well done.
So, talking of hair, I was supposed to have mine done tomorrow. I was booked in for just a couple of foils in my roots, not the full root, just a couple of highlights and a toner, and they've cancelled. So she rang me yesterday and said, I'm going to have to cancel. Can you come in at 10:30? I was like, no, I'm at work. All right, I'll have to get back to you. So then she rang me today and said, right, I've had a look. We can fit you in on the 6th of November.
Wow.
Honestly.
Catherine's got 12 whips. Oldest one started in 2007.
That's enough whips, isn't it? Yeah.
Do I admit this? I probably have a dozen whips at any point in time that are active or semi-active, in that they're going to be finished that year. As for my oldest whips, I started a jumper for me when I was pregnant with Jake, and he was 20 in June.
Wow.
I don't know what possessed me. It was chunky yarn. It was pastel, pink, blue, and white. Cool colours, bulky yarn, lumpy. Really didn't suit me. I don't know what I was thinking of, and all it needs is a collar.
Well, it does sound like you're kind of a knit.
So I'm thinking it should just go in the bin.
Have you actually done the sleeves?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did the sleeves first. Because even then I knew that sleeves were my nemesis.
You've got to finish it then. If the sleeves are done,
So I don't know. It had, you know, that sort of blanket pattern with the leaves.
Yes, my mother-in-law uses that a lot.
That's what the front was.
Right.
It was like a patchwork of that. Yeah, hate it with a passion.
Yeah. Could you pull it out and reuse the wool, or is it just a case of stick it in the charity bag, maybe?
I think it'll go into the charity bag. I've got a friend who's learning to knit, so I'll probably wash the wool, reskein it, and take it up for Fiona to use to make some like a dog blanket or something for little JJ, her Yorkie.
I quite like ripping things out. It's quite therapeutic, isn't it?
I enjoyed ripping out my green cardigan last week, and I just feel so much better now that it's gone. I feel like it's not taunting me. I'm going to have to take my mum's wool cardigan off Victoria, my dummy or mannequin, and put that into a bag now that I know I've got a moth in the room somewhere.
Oh God, yeah.
Wretched thing.
We don't do moths.
Yeah, I'm going to have to turn the other lights off when we're finished on here and track the little beggar down. Assuming Boris the spider hasn't eaten it already.
Well, you know, Boris should be doing, well, I was going to say Boris should be doing what he's supposed to do, his job, but the real one isn't, so why should we think the spider one would?
So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so that's how far I've got.
So you're getting on great.
Got a little bit of a mohair bloom, and I don't know if you can see it's got little tiny sequins in.
Sparkly.
And it's going to be one of these cowls, which is called Evergreen, for anyone who missed it earlier. And it's in testing at the moment.
I might have to make up a verse about Evergreen.
Oh, for your song, Emma's going to sing a really special song at the end.
It's the new outro song.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I sang it to you earlier, didn't I? And you really loved it.
I did.
Yeah.
Did. Totally loved it.
Because obviously I had to, you know, run it past you. So I said, hey, I've written this. Yeah. What do you think? Is it suitable?
I can't wait to share it with you all. Can't wait.
And, you know, you can let me know how you think it's gone, if you liked it or where you think it could be improved.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a special verse tonight in honour of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So
yes, definitely. Because us ladies, well, and gentlemen as well, because gentlemen get breast cancer too.
They do. You
know, we all need to be careful and check it out now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So little sneaky bit there. Did you like the little sneak peek?
I did absolutely. Yeah. And I think there's quite a helpful website called Know Your Lemons about sort of the wonky shapes your boobs can get into when something's wrong.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Know Your Lemons. Yeah. Apparently all our letters are going to be franked with the breast awareness mark this month.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. If we ever get any post.
Not that you can get in for screening at the moment, but you can make an appointment if you find a lump and freak out.
Yeah.
They will bring you in for, well, it's not emergency screening, but non-standard screening.
Yeah.
Not scheduled.
And anybody who finds something could be just like you and get the fun of going and having your boobies felt by a complete and utter stranger.
Yeah, at least a gentleman this year has touched my boobs.
It's more than I can say.
So, you know.
Yeah. Get your knits out, love. What knockers? Oh, thank you, Doctor. I love it.
It's from Young Frankenstein. That's just one of my favourite films. Have you ever seen that?
No, I don't think I have.
I love Young Frankenstein. It's utterly mad. And, what's his name? The assistant, Frankenstein's assistant.
No idea.
Renfield's Dracula's assistant, isn't it? What's Frankenstein's one's called? Doesn't matter, but he's got a hump. And you see him in one scene and it's on this side. And then you see him in the next scene and the doctor says, wasn't your hump on the other side? What hump? And it's really stupid stuff like that. And there's a lady in it called Frau Blucher, and every time you mention her name, all the horses neigh and stampede. And it's utterly silly, like werewolf, their wolf, and
oh God, yeah. I do like a bit of silliness.
Slapstick and utterly stupid, and
as long as it's not too frustrating. So if somebody's trying to get to work and everything keeps getting wrong, that actually frustrates me and upsets me. I can't watch that. But just silliness, I don't mind. I think it's
Madeline Cahn's in it, and she plays Frankenstein. Sorry, Dr. Frankenstein, he calls himself, to separate himself from the Mad Frankenstein.
Okay.
And he's engaged to Madeline Cahn's character in it, who's seriously high maintenance, and it's just really, really funny. So yeah, I could watch that any day of the week.
Well, there you go then. That's what we should all be watching this weekend. Yeah. Talking of which, what is everybody's plan for the weekend? We've got jobs to do. I tried to do a bit of gardening last weekend and broke my back, so I won't be doing that again. And it's going to rain.
It's not good, is it?
Have you got rain forecast this weekend? I think the whole country's got it, to be honest.
I'm not sure.
We've got the end of Storm Alex coming. So, walk this way. There's no song like that. She told me to walk this way.
Sorry, it's your microphone. Yeah. It's just the mic went really loud then.
Sorry. I'll have to warn you next time.
Yeah, I think do a countdown before we do the special song, and then
okay. I do need to warm my voice up properly though, actually. So
I'll have to do some scales or something.
Yeah. So it'll be fine.
Cough up a lung or two.
So I think I might just do housework this weekend.
What? Are you ill? Are you ill?
I do need to get the vacuum out.
Oh, why? See, even Coco's wondering what on earth is going on. Hello.
That was brilliant.
Hello.
Absolutely brilliant thing where she stuck her head in very, very, very slowly.
Is it like Donkey in the Shrek films with the? Yeah. Are we there yet?
Oh, that's brilliant. That's tickled me. Oh, she's a good girl.
Yeah, the other one won't come up. I don't know what that's about.
Mine's just asleep on the floor. He's in a mood. Because he never gets any food.
Oh, that's my legs.
You don't need them.
Oh, doggy elbows.
I don't see what your problem is. There you go. Look at that. Look at that snoot. Oh, that's what doggies want. Attention. She said, Mum, put that knitting down. You don't need knitting.
She's frisking my top for crumbs. This isn't affection. This is feeding.
Oh, I love it.
Do we keep him awake? Oh, I'm sorry.
He's to sleep because he knows he's not getting anything.
Sorry, darling.
I'm getting quite excited. I've got my book here, which I've written.
Is this got all of your lyrics in it?
It's got my outro song in it, and it's got the general bit that I'm going to do every week, and it's also got the special one, the special verse for tonight.
All right, lovely. Yvonne says she's got no special plans this weekend. Well, hopefully there'll be some time to relax and do some knitting and spend some time on you. Catherine, cleaning up the garden so I can plant garlic and knitting.
I like the second part of that plan.
Yeah, and I like the idea of planting the garlic because I love to eat garlic.
Well, do you know what? I really wish I could get in the garden, but and I do like the sound of it, but not for me because it's just going to kill my back again like last weekend. So Catherine can do the gardening for both of us.
Not the cleverest, was it?
No.
Never mind.
Or maybe I'll have to do a verse for the outro song about gardening.
Oh, you could do.
Yeah. What other special things for knitting across the
trimming your
Pennines?
bushes and things like that.
Yeah, you got to get your bushes in order.
Yeah.
What else? What else do we need? Talk about whips and beverages is in the main one. I've already got that down.
Right. Yeah. Good.
Knitting across the Pennines. What's your beverage? What's your whip? I don't want to tell you too much because it will spoil the surprise.
Well, yeah. And obviously, we are all totally looking forward to that, aren't we?
And within a couple of weeks, you guys will pick the lyrics up, and you'll be able to join in with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we could caption them across.
Oh yeah, and it could be like at the end of. Do you know Wurzel Gummidge? When it was the end of Wurzel Gummidge, and everybody had to wait to the end to see if he was going to fall forwards or backwards or to the side.
Oh, okay.
Right.
See, I don't really remember that. I mean,
do you not remember?
Well, it was on. I don't like unistubs.
Oh, cup of tea and a slice of cake, Aunt Sally.
Yeah, and and she was always mean to John Pertwee.
She was quite mean.
Who was Wurzel Gummidge, but was my doctor in Doctor Who. John Pertwee and Tom Baker are kind of my era for Doctor Who. So the fact that she was mean to the doctor.
But in her defence, she did have a stick up her bottom.
Oh, is that what answer? Oh.
So, you could forgive her being a bit
grumpy.
narky. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not nice, is it?
No.
What else?
So what are we doing on Sunday then?
What am I doing on Sunday? Or what are we doing on Sunday?
What are we doing?
Ooh.
Special requests.
What about lacy favourites?
I thought you were going to say something a little bit rude then.
Well, I suppose we could show Eve's leaves.
I've got a knitted pair of Yay.
Oh, Alison's pattern. Have you? Did you actually wear them?
No, I've never worn them. They might be a bit big for me now, actually. Should I model them?
Well, and if they don't fit you, you can use them as sort of a decorative cover for the car.
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
Over.
Not going to keep very much warm.
I know my Auntie Sissy's extra outsize knickers would have been a good cover for my dad's Jag.
Oh, yeah.
They were fairly substantial knickers.
Yeah, these ones aren't keeping any kind of frost out, I tell you.
Well, you can't have everything. You can't have a quick knit garment and cover it all up.
You can't. And
it's just being unrealistic.
You just gotta have one or the other, haven't you?
So what sort of garlic are you going to be planting, Catherine? Is it a particular variety, or I'm not really an expert on garlic other than stuffing it down my neck.
Preferably on some nice bread.
Oh, that would be the best. I couldn't tell you the last time I had garlic bread because obviously I don't eat regular bread, and I'm not that keen on gluten-free.
Gluten-free bread has to be toasted. You cannot have it any other way.
And that's the thing. Sometimes I just want bread and butter.
The two things I would say that I miss the most are bread and butter and a proper cup of tea with milk.
Yeah, when I do have my lactose-free milk, I can't taste the difference, but Jake says he can.
I can't taste the difference in the lactose-free, but unfortunately, it still upsets my stomach. I think I have an issue with milk rather than lactose.
It could be the milk protein.
I think possibly. But anyway.
But mine is a lot better since I started taking those digestive enzymes.
Hot off the press news this week. Doctor rang me. All my blood tests are normal. Therefore, my arthritis is osteoarthritis, not rheumatoid.
Right. Well, that's good.
Well, I don't want either, to be honest.
Yeah, but of the two, that'll be the one you want. You don't want rheumatoid.
You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Ooh. Ooh, arthritis.
See, is she not just a genius with lyrics? I can feel the anticipation now as everybody's waiting for this special song.
I'm desperate to sing to you. Can you not tell? And it's time. It's time for me to sing. Am I allowed?
Oh, absolutely, because I can tell that everybody is really excited about.
They're all on tenterhooks.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, whenever you're ready, you just count down.
Okay, I'll just do some warm up,
and I'll get ready to boogie along with the song.
Yeah, you can maybe clap.
So this is the international debut of Emma's outro song.
And we will see you all on Sunday
for Lacey Favourites, and I'll figure out what that means later.
And let us know in the meantime how you like my song. Are we ready? I'll just do a couple of tra-la-la-la-las. Okay.
Tra-la-las, yeah. Okay.
I get my page. Hang on, I haven't got the right page. Hang on.
Yeah, get to the right page for the lyrics.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah. La 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 la.